So this week we're reading How Full is Your Bucket? Now we've already talked about this in class, and our goal is to always be a bucket filler. Felix was putting one of the last blocks on his tower when his little sister came in. "I want to build with you," she said. Felix scowled. "Go away, you're too little." "Stay back, you'll knock it over. I'm big. I can be very careful. Go play with your baby toys, Anna." Wah! Thwack! She knocked it right over. "Grandpa!" Grandpa shook his head. "Felix, you just dipped from your sister's bucket. Like everyone else, Anna has an invisible bucket. When it's empty, she feels bad. But when it's full, she feels great. Didn't you ever notice your own bucket?" Invisible bucket? Sometimes Felix couldn't quite tell when his grandfather was joking. But the next morning, when Felix woke up, there it was, a small gray bucket floating above his head. There's his bucket. When Felix came down to have breakfast, his mom was in a hurry. "I've got a meeting this morning, and it's almost time to go. Anna, sit still." Felix slipped and cocoa wheat scattered across the floor. "Felix," yelled Mom, "you should have used the stool to reach that." Felix could feel his bucket tip, and an invisible drip spilled out. Drip, drip. "Ha ha," Anna laughed as she crunched the cereal with her shoe. Drip. "Get the broom and clean that up before you miss the bus," scowled Mom. With the school bus honking, Felix quickly swept up the cocoa wheats, grabbed the last blueberry muffin, but before he could even take one bite, Buster jumped up and grabbed the muffin from his hand. Drip. "Hey, look at Felix's new backpack. My baby brother has one just like it." Drip. "Psst, Felix." Psst, psst. Drip. "Watch out, shrimp." Drip, drip. All of his water slowly dripping out. And look how he looks like he feels. Not so good. It was still morning, and Felix's bucket felt almost empty. There he is. As he watched his classmates walk into the room, he secretly hoped they would trip and fall. That's what it feels like when you have an empty bucket. Ooh. Felix slumped into his seat and waited for something else bad to happen. Mrs. Bumblenickel walked slowly up to his desk and handed him a paper he could hardly bear to look. "Felix, you wrote a wonderful story. Would you please share it with the class?" Felix grinned and felt a drop land right in his bucket. Drop. The class grew quiet. They laughed at all the right places and oohed at the scary parts. When Felix finally read the end, everyone clapped. Drip, drop, plink, plank, drop. Felix felt a whole shower of drops land in his bucket. Maybe the day wouldn't be so bad after all. Look how he's feeling now. Drop. Team captains today are Veronica and Felix. Drop, drop. "Nice cow." "It's a dog." "Well, nice colors there, Felix." Drop, drop. "Cool laser ant backpack, Felix." Drop, drop, drop. His bucket is slowly filling back up. By afternoon, Felix's bucket was nearly full. At recess, when he looked around, Felix suddenly realized that his grandpa was right. Everyone else had a bucket too. "Let me help you." Drop, drop, drop. "Hey, here's your ball. Catch." "Thanks, dude." Drop, drop, drop. So doing kind gestures and being sweet and respectful fills up your bucket. The strange thing was that for every drop he helped put in someone else's bucket, he felt another drop in his own bucket. Wow. So by filling up other people's buckets, you can fill up your own bucket too. When Felix burst in the door after school, he shouted, "You were right, Grandpa. I do have a bucket, and I understand how it works." Then he saw Anna's doll torn. "Bad dog," he almost shouted. But then he thought, dogs might have invisible buckets too. Your doll will be okay, Anna. Mom will fix her. Until then, do you want to help me build the tallest building in the world with my blocks? So he's going to fill up his and his sister's bucket. And so they did. So remember, you not only want to fill up other people's bucket, you want to make sure that your bucket's being filled up too. So have a great weekend, and remember, not only do you want your bucket filled, you want to be a bucket filler. Kind, respectful, and have a great weekend. Bye, guys.